What's up, everyone? Good morning. We are back. It's day two of studying Inoue Takehiko's art style. Let's get started. It's not dilly dally. Just kidding. Okay. Oh, hold on. Sorry. Okay, hold on, guys. Sorry, I'm just doing something really quick. Alright. Let's get back at it. Alright. Can you guys hear me from here? Maybe. Hello? Hello, 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 hello. Can you guys hear me from here? How about here? Okay, I think that's good. For all my ladies. For all my ladies. Okay. Good morning. Hello, everyone. Okay. That's our basic sketch. Lower the opacity to 50. I think that's good. And then let's lock into the details. So I really like this character, Mitsui. So I actually just got off work, so I am feeling sleepy. It's okay. Gotta keep drawing. Gotta go for the grind. I feel like we can move this guy a little bit more here. There we go. Ah. So unlike yesterday's sketch where Inoue did a lot of hatching to give the character its shape, this one's pretty straightforward. Pretty clean. Inoue likes to put this part of the lip here. Oh yeah, we've got a new Shoku shirt. Well, it's not new, but it's a different one from yesterday. I actually have 3 shirts. So tomorrow, when we do our live tomorrow, you'll see another different shirt. So unlike yesterday, this one's details will be pretty straightforward. There's just a few like sweats. I don't know if this is. Hmm. Nope. Okay. Let's focus on this part. We're gonna do the side bangs. Side bangs or the side. Just the ears, the hair around the ears. Here. So I actually have music playing in my headset right now. It's different from the music that should be playing during the live, just so I can avoid copyright and stuff. If you hear me start singing random music, then I do apologize. So as you guys can see, the like the rough sketch that I did earlier doesn't like 100% match the lines that I'm doing now. That's because what I wanted to do earlier is just really get the shape of like of the head and the neck and where it goes. So it wasn't anything like final. So unlike now where I'm adding more details. Don't know why, but he's looking like a different character named Sendo. I think kind of like in Dragon Ball, most of the characters in Slam Dunk share like the similar face. It's either just like because of the hair or some other like character trait that it changes. But yeah. So like if you look at the same like the characters from Dragon Ball, take out their hair, they share a very similar face structure. And like give them like the same clothes. Like Goku and Gohan. Like Vegeta and Goku, the only difference that they have is like their hair. Not saying it's the same here, but it's very similar. I remember when I was younger, because this character has the number 14, which was my sister's favorite number because that's also her birthday. She had cards that she would collect from school and keychains and stuff like that. And I was always so envious. It's like I wanted one. I was like, I don't know where to buy them because they're only selling them in high school and stuff. I was still in elementary school. I don't know if you guys can see, but I squint a lot. It's like a habit that I've grown to do when I'm drawing. I'm gonna try something. Okay, there we go. Ooh, his hair is not herring. Liquify. Where's the liquify tool? This one. Ta-da! So this character is what they call the shooting guard in basketball. Pretty much the same. You guys know Klay Thompson or Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan was a shooting guard. So typically they're like supposed to be like the second shortest in the team, but they usually shoot the ball. That's why they're called shooting guards. But this character specifically is a really good three-point shooter, kind of like Steph Curry. If you compare him to today's gameplay or players. Yo. Okay. Okay. It's the hair. So Mitsui actually was a really good player back in middle school days, but due to an injury in his first year of high school, he had to sit out. During the series, he's actually a third year in high school, which is in Japan like their senior year. But when he stopped playing basketball, he became a delinquent, just like everyone else in the team. Shut on. Nope. There you go. Ta-da! But I do wanna. Right. I think there's a couple sports anime that I really like, along with Slam Dunk. There's Haikyuu, which is also very realistic style story. I also like Ice Shield 21. Ice Shield 21 is really cool. Kuroko no Basket is another basketball manga or anime, but that one focuses more on like powers. Like the characters are like it's based off reality, but very, very, very loose. So I'm really not addicted, but I like sports anime. The creator of this anime also made the Buzzer Beater, which is another basketball one, but that one is more aliens and stuff. Say the story is like, what if aliens also played basketball? So the Earthlings who created the game were inferior. Okay. Alright, let's move on to our next sketch, which is Lukawa. So right now we've done Mitsui and Sakuragi. This one's the one that I did yesterday. So, yes. So after Rukawa will be Akagi, and then last is Miyagi. So it's pretty straightforward. It's just the hair. The hair's got a lot of. But yeah. I am not too confident when it comes to drawing hair. Well, not confident, like, it's not my favorite thing to do. Putting in the line, so we are looking at him looking down, which means the nose, the space between the mouth and the nose will be smaller. Here we go. Then the eyes over here. So nothing's finalized yet. We're just trying to place things. And this character is based off the goat, Michael Jordan. He becomes the ace, so he's the same age as Sakuragi, which is our main character. But this guy's been playing basketball for a long time. Fun fact, this character, or the artist, Inoue Takehiko, made the earlier version or different story about basketball. And the main character is called Urukawa Kaige. So it didn't recycle it, but he used it again, which is the term for recycling. But yeah. So the reason why we know he's looking down is because the nose, the line that goes here, so that means this goes here, the mouth, because when you look down, wait, let me show you guys. So the typical face goes like this. Lines are straight, nose, mouth, right? But when you look down, the chin becomes shorter. So instead of still, instead of things being straight, it goes down, or it curves down, and then the spaces become closer, right? That's why, because the ear goes here, right, between the eye or eyebrow to the nose, to the bottom of the nose. That's typically where it goes. So if you ever see the ears above where the nose is, like here, right? The nose is here, the bottom of the nose is here, the bottom of the ear is up here, which means that that line goes there. And then it's the same thing when you look up. The nose. So the chin kind of like mysteriously disappears. Not mysteriously, but yeah. This time, for when someone's looking up, the ears will be lower. Right? So yeah. Fun fact. Delete this. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm giving this thing. So the nose to the bottom of the ear, mouth to the jaw, and then his hair kind of just like that. Okay. Just sharing my thoughts, guys. So we'll start with his left eye. Oh, we're already live for 30 minutes. Good. Hello, Yusuf. So, with a reference, it does look straight, but I'm gonna give it a little bit of a curve. And then, Inoue likes to add the eye duct here. How are you? It's kind of like yesterday's sketch. We are going to be using some cross hatching to add some shadows and kind of like depth some parts of here. And since we are looking above the character, we're not going to see the bottom of the nose, so no holes. Because I'm cross hatching. Let's move to the other eye first. You know, he likes to do a lot of thick eyebrows, which I think is cool. Gives some characters um, personality. So here you can see that the eye, the top line, also has that curve. I will end it here, and then the curve. There we go. Some more cross hatching to give some depth. Okay, move on to the mouth. Okay, I'm gonna turn my drawing a little bit. He does have a sharper jaw. Again, we're not trying to be perfect. Our goal here is just to learn. See how a specific artist does things and pick up things that I want to use for my own art. I want to copy his hatching, but it's so good, but I don't know how to like 100% replicate it. So I'll just do how I would do it myself. So this guy is really cool. Like, he doesn't really give a lot of emotions. He just loves basketball. And his goal is to be the best in Japan. He just has that kind of drive that he. No, I don't know. He really is really cool. And I like there's people out there like him. They just have like super laser focus on one thing. Because they love what they do. Sorry. Let me just fix something. Calibrate my tablet. Okay. Very good. Okay. Let's move on to this ear. Okay. We're getting into the hair part, which is gonna be pretty fun. But I'm gonna change my pen, my pencil into a pen, for two reasons. The pencil is good for sketching, but since we're gonna be needing thick straight lines, not straight lines, but lines that it need to be pretty dark. So see, If you look at him like this, it looks kind of like Sakuragi or Mitsui, but it's not. So that's why the design for the hair is really important for these characters. I'm gonna give it thicker. So that's what we need. Alright, there. I'm just gonna put the mic here. Oh, what if I do this instead? There you go. I do need to move my monitor though. We'll just keep it like this. Hey, okay, there you go. So it's not in the way of my arm when I'm drawing. It is in the way of my... Aha! There we go. So if you ask a lot of Filipinos in their mid-20s to mid-30s, 20s to 30s, they'll know these characters because you'll see them on TV, and it was a big thing here in the Philippines because the Philippines, we like to play basketball. The characters like these, anime like these, are pretty popular. So yeah. It's looking good. I don't know why, but it looks like the guy from Jujutsu Kaisen. The one that killed Gojo, or supposedly killed Gojo. I'm gonna make my brush really big just to cover this part. And then we will use a technique called erasing. For the highlights. Cool. Then we will use the yeah, yeah. I'm gonna keep it like this for now. Though I know I can improve it a lot more, but I'm liking how it is. Oh. Oh, we've done 2 in 53 minutes. That's cool. So we did Rukawa. I do wanna. There we go. So it doesn't look like it has stripes on his face. I don't know why, but that chin doesn't look right. Yeah. That's way better. And then let's just give him some sweat. Inoue does a lot to just show fatigue to these characters. The more they sweat, the more tired they look. Pretty cool. Something simple that it works. So I'm adding this in because there's a lot of hair, so just to give him some more depth. There we go. Ta-da! Let's move on to the next one. Oh, we did Sakuragi already, so it's Akagi. So let's do it in order. So we did Sakuragi first, then Mitsui. Oh no, Mitsui. Pretty simple. Then Rukawa. I think Rukawa is my favorite one so far. For Sakuragi, I think his eyes are way too wide apart. But we can fix that later. Let's move on to the next character. Akagi. Oh, that's why. So yes. Thankful that the live isn't acting up like yesterday. Yesterday it kept going on and off, on and on and off. But today, not so much. That's good. Yeah. This one's pretty straightforward too. So this character is the captain of the whole team. Just like Mitsui, he's all in his third year of high school, which in Japan is like their final year, senior year. So again, what we're doing is, oh wait, why is he here? There we go. Is just trying to place everything. Okay. So in the Japanese animation, this guy has a nickname for gorilla because of how big he is. He's the center of the team. He's like 6 foot tall, which is in Japan. For a high school student, big dude. Okay. He's got very prominent features. Okay. Pretty much layout. Got the layout for his face. Add in some not details, but just basic shapes. Okay. Eye. So it's like a big hexagon. Okay. Okay. Let's zoom in a bit. Start with the eyebrows. Left one or right one first. And then we'll move on to the eye. Okay. Left eye. Hello, guys. Hmm. So honestly, this one's pretty easy compared to the other one. Why? Cause it's just him facing front, and I've done a lot of characters this way. Hello, guys. Hello, Shuya, Shuya. How are you doing? I'm doing good. How about you? How's your day? It's been good. I did come off work, so I am kind of tired, but I want to finish these drawings. That way, tomorrow I can look at um, maybe doing dynamic poses to draw. Because I've already done two. This is my third sketch for today. How about you? How was your day been? Thank you for the like. I'm watching your art. Your insane art. Thank you, dude. That's looking insane. Thank you so much. Yeah, so this is the third one. So this is a. Wait, let me just save it. This is a Kagi. I did Rukawa earlier. So hold on. This is the one I did earlier. This is the reference. This is my version. And then Mitsui. This is the reference. This is the drawing. And then yesterday I did this one. This is my practice yesterday. Very rough. Um, oh, I see. But yeah, I see a lot of mistakes on this one. It's just like boring. How come? Did you have work or school or what happened? Why was it boring? Okay. What art? Thank you. You're too good. Oh, no, I'm still learning. That's why I'm doing this. Because I want to study this art. Last week we did Bleach. So, Kubo. Take Kubo's art style. Though I didn't do a lot because I had things happening last week. But I did a few characters, a few poses. That was fun. So that's what I'm doing this week. I'm focusing on a specific artist and then just trying to not learn from them. So copying their style, how they do something, um, just like as a way to enhance what I am currently doing. Maybe I can learn a thing or two from them. In this case, I really like the proportion, the realism when it comes to their characters. So that's why tomorrow, hopefully, I can um, do more like their dynamic poses. Since this is from a basketball anime, so you'll see a lot of basketball poses like shooting, dribbling, running, slam dunks. So yeah, so that's pretty much done. Cause this part is pretty straightforward. You just I just have to edit the head, shape it. Oh, hold on. Oh, thank you for the like. Thanks for showing me your drawing. Your art survives on consistency or mood. Keep creating it. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you have a better day. Thank you for stopping by. Hope to see you again soon. Bye for now. Okay. Ta-da! Ooh, something's off. The jaw. The jaw is off. Hold on, guys. That looks better. Okay. Ooh, it's always good to step back from your drawing. Bang. Alright, so that's. Oops, I flipped it. Oh, what does it look like if I do this? Alright, guys. And let's flip it again. Looks good. Yeah. I think I'm gonna end my live here today, guys. Thank you so much for all that are watching, that I have watched, or stopped by and commented. I'm just gonna show again what we've done today's live. So we've already been live for an hour and a half. So we did Akagi, Rukawa, Mitsui, and Sakuragi. So tomorrow we'll finish by doing Miyagi, who is, oops, this guy. He's the point guard. So one more to go, and then I think I'm gonna look for references where they're moving, they're shooting, they're more dynamic poses. That way, we can practice, not just their faces. So, kind of like what you're seeing in the reference now, but more of the whole body. So it's not just always the face. Okay. So again, let me just show you guys Akagi. That's the reference. This is what I did. Maybe if I edit this part, make it bigger, shorter. Does that help? Ooh. Oops. Yeah, because he does have a very prominent nose. Alright. I think that's it for now. So thank